Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Humanity. Again, today we are looking at the environment and yourselves as human beings. The environment and yourselves as human beings. Because if you were to be reminded of the duty to the environment as human beings, is that government, because in the world today we have governments of different nations. There's a nation of Angola, there's a nation of Namibia, there is China, there is India, you name it, Australia, America, Brazil, and so many nations. All these nations, they have what you call governments that run their public management of civil service, as well as environmental, cleaning streets, and recycling, if that is. But the one thing we should what we're going to look at is how do we get Mother Nature to respond, or human beings to respond to Mother Nature's questions. Because the song which is on number one hit, which is Climate Change, Global Warming, it's a song that is on number one hit. It's in the newspapers every day. It's in the TV screens every minute. It's on the whatever men listen to it while they're lying down, and some are listen to it while they're standing. You can't find anywhere to run away from this number one hit. The climate change, global warming thing. For me, I gave my part of the story when I said, man, every 5-year-old boy on this planet should plant 10 trees every month. Every member of your family should plant 10 trees every month. If you do that for 10 years, if you do plant tree after tree for 10 years, every month, each one of you 10 trees. My people, I am a desert inside a certain pocket. If you plant trees and you kind of find your way how to put water on that tree, oh, I a desert, I'll say, oh, let me go back into the pocket. I get away from this. I mean, they've kind of become wise. They're planting trees. But if you say, oh, come on, we are in dry land, we even chop off branches of a tree in order either to get there's some that things that men do gambling these days. I say, yeah, you call me to come closer to you as a desert, a Sahara desert, or a Kalahari desert. What kind of a desert? You want Gobi desert? My people, just take my advice. Mother Nature sings a song. Every one of you says the number one hit, either on TV screens or in the bathroom you can listen to it. In the kitchen you can listen to it. In every part of your house you can see the number one hit being played by Mother Nature by asking a question. Oh, human beings, do you prefer the heat over 50 degrees? Or the heat over 60 degrees or 100 degrees? Why don't you do your part? Plant trees. Plant trees. Let your children plant trees. We made seeds available for men and women to be able to help themselves. And with that, I did make an offer that if a child plants 10 trees every month for 10 years, I'll come with a check of $1 billion. A check. And I'll sign it and say, you go to such and such a bank and they'll give you this $1 billion. Why? because of your contribution to Mother Nature. And the only way you can fall in love with Mother Nature and the beauty of the religion of Islam is through planting trees. Have you ever eaten any fruit from what? Have you ever eaten any fruit from what can we say? Metallic. Your bracelet, or have you ever eaten a fruit from your bracelet? If no, answer is no. And for information, any bracelet that you carry on your bracelet, as long as it's a gold bracelet, it can only clog your arteries, that they cannot transport blood in your system properly. And they cannot protect you from the shade, the harshness of the sun. But a tree can. If you had to sit under a canopy of a tree, let's say a mango tree, a palm tree, an apple tree, you'll get an apple falling off the tree, accompanied with a shade. And you are laughing. You will laugh with good health as well as the heat kind of going down. So these advices are there from me for free. If you say you want to dance with the desert, my people, nobody can dance with the desert. Nobody. There's a desert called Sahel. You cannot walk from Europe and say, I'll walk straight through it. It will eat you up. It will kind of swallow you. Isn't it so, my beautiful mother? Yes. So it's wise to tell you that men, do plant trees. Seek ways to get skills. Seek ways to fall in love with the Mother Nature. If you fall in love with a bottle of whiskey, it will kind of just put pain in every, because if you invest in a tree, it will produce a fruit. And you eat it, and another person will eat it. If you invest in a bottle of whiskey, it's like building a pain store. You know, when you build a pain store, there are supermarkets, they call them, in some countries they call soup shops or pain store. When you build a pain store, it's you, the beneficiary of the pain store, and the manager of the pain store, and whatever of the pain store. If I was to plant 10 trees, maybe if I didn't have whatever, I can easily pick fruits and stand on the road and say, would you like, or take it to a certain processing, and they make juice or smoothies and sell to other people, and I get what to buy a new dress. Don't you think? So that way, you and I are investors in our future. If you decide to invest in a paint store, well, you can pull up at any supermarket with your cash and you say, I want a ton of cognac, a ton of whiskey, a ton of John Walker, and I'll pull over in a garden, whatever they sell plants. Buy 10 seeds, mango tree, apple tree, orange tree. I can plant it anywhere, free of charge. And time to time again, I walk around and put water in and ask Allah, this plant here, I planted it here, I beg you bring rain and make it a kind of grow so that the neighbor, if they eat, maybe I'll get a benefit from them. That way, we are helping ourselves with Mother Nature, as saying, yes, you should put your houses in order before the number one heat goes over and it becomes a golden number one, a hot golden number one heat, which heats everything. Like what's going on? Is it California? Is it a fire? Is it Rio? It's just video games. Is it Rio or just video games? If it's Rio, then I think the number one hit is a serious song, a serious hit that men should think of my words and take them very, very seriously. Plant 10 trees. Plant 10 trees. Every child from the age of 5, if you have 4 children in the house, if they plant 40 whatever, we the trees, we do what is going on in California. Why? Do you know why the trees burn themselves? They are entitled to commit suicide. Trees are entitled to commit suicide. If we see that men are arbitrating children in Palestine for no reason, a tree will say, why? If you are abusing this man who is talking, Dawood, and you say he's a madman, he's a whatever, the tree will say, the one you are abusing is the reason why we are standing here in California. If you abuse him, we will kind of burn ourselves up. We commit suicide. The same way every red and white cell in your body can commit suicide when you think of any ugly way of me. If you say, I hate that man, your own body, your own red and white blood cell will commit suicide and either become what you call a clot and you get a brain hemorrhage. I'm not an enemy to human beings. No, I'm not. Neither the trees. Those trees are not enemies to human beings. But once you say you are insurrectionist, you are fighting Islam, we say, oh, you are you crazy? Human beings, are you crazy? Have you gone out of your head? We fed your ancestors, after ancestors, generation after generation. Let's show you what we can do. Anyone touches the wood, we commit suicide. Even this mother planet Earth can easily commit suicide. If you say you are fighting me, or you're fighting the region from which you were created, you living human beings. I'm not an enemy to human beings. Neither to any, and you see these trees. There are so many benefits we get from trees. You can make a window for your house. You can build a house. In America, they build most of their houses from wood. If you don't plant trees, what else? If you don't accept it, then what else can you do? My people, I said you wake up. Wake up, because the number one hit is very, very number one. If you allow it, you listen to it until it kind of overheat and the kitchen will burn out and everything kind of. My people, I'm not an enemy. I'm just trying to show you the reality. I'm just trying to show you the reality. The reality is on your tables. It's in your beds. You go to bed and you hear the number one hit. You had a bed yesterday and you don't have it today. Why? Because it was either the heat kind of and the fire took or it was taken by water, a fresh flood. Okay, I want Rambo. I want Rambo. I will let Mother Nature kind of ask her the question again and again. Oh, human beings, what kind of life do you want on this planet? Do you want to throw your children in the line of fire? Or do you want to throw your children in the line of fresh floods? Or do you want to throw your children in the line of hell? All the doors are open. You can choose which one you prefer. We say, we know which direction to take you. But we know one thing, that Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion. Why that tree in your compound produces fruits? And as I said, as creations, as a Muslim, whatever, we can also do things that if we find that you are derogative to the beauty of the religion of Islam, because some of you are very beautiful creation with golden hair, yeah? Golden hair. Me too, I've got curly hair. Curly hair. Not curry, the one they eat in India, no. Hairs that which have whatever, a letter. The kind of coil like a letter Q. That beautiful letter, which means Quran. So I look after it very well, and I say, Ya Allah, what a beautiful thing that you created everything in the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. And Islam is a name of Allah. A very, very beautiful name. A very, very holy name. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar.